Welcome back to the official Arsenal season review for 2023-2024. In part 2, we'll bring you every goal from the enthralling climax to this fantastic season as we return to the UEFA Champions League and did battle in the Premier League title race. We began the new year in N5 as we welcome Liverpool for a heavyweight FA Cup third round clash. Once again in the competition, we were sporting our all-white kit as part of the No More Red campaign, supporting the long-standing work undertaken by Arsenal in the community to help keep young people safe from knife crime and youth violence. Mikel Arteta opted to make 3 changes for the game, with Reiss Nelson, Jorginho and Aaron Ramsdale all starting.
Been given away again, and here's Havertz in behind. Nelson blocked on his way through for Odegaard! Off the crossbar. Oh, and Saka blocks on his way through. Liverpool are rocked at the back. Alexander-Arnold again floats one in, and it's come off an Arsenal player and into the net. Luis Diaz leads the celebrations.
Oh, it's Kivior. It's Kivior at the near post.
Jota, Nunez bursting forward again. And here's Diaz to wrap it up. And it's a stunning finish.
In a game that could have gone either way, we bowed out of the FA Cup.
We should have won the game, there's no question about it. And when we stick together, and we've done it in the past, there's nothing new. Results come and the enjoyment will come. We have so many beautiful moments already in the first 6 months. It's a lot to play for.
Mikel and the squad would have plenty of time to reset during a 13-day winter break, which saw the squad jet off to Dubai for some warm weather training. Refreshed and galvanised, the team returned to the UK to take on London rivals Crystal Palace at Emirates Stadium. However, we were without Takehiro Tomiyasu, who was called up for international duties for Japan in the Asian Cup. Looking to end our 4-game winless run, Mikel Arteta made 4 changes to the starting 11, with Gabriel Jesus and Alexander Zinchenko both returning to full fitness.
Decent ball in as well, and it's in from Gabriel! Steers home the header from close range from Declan Rice's corner, and Arsenal have taken the lead.
Excellent delivery from Declan Rice. Gabriel gets out early, and what a fantastic downward header.
Arsenal's corner. Oh, it must be, and is! And Gabriel is in again! And Arsenal have doubled their lead. It was another whipped in corner, this time from Saka.
That might go down his own goal. Is it coming for the back of Dean Henderson? Yes, it has.
Corner to Palace. Good climb by Gabriel. Hughes. This should be Raya's, and is. Bit of a tussle in the box there. Rich is involved. Raya goes quickly. Excellent throw. Jesus, he's got Trossard with him. Jesus, lovely ball. Here's Leandro Trossard. Cuts back inside and scores. Wonderful counter from Arsenal. 3-0. It's Trossard, made by Jesus and Raya.
That is how clinical we need to be. Mikel Arteta is obviously delighted with his Arsenal side. Fantastic goalkeeper from David Raya. Really cool play from Leandro Trossard. Just cutting back inside, leaves Nathaniel Klein on his backside, and then gives Dean Henderson the eyes. Fantastic finishing. That's the clinical side of the game we've got to get back to. You can see Mikel Arteta is absolutely delighted.
Here come Arsenal and Nketiah. Martinelli. This could be 4 for Arsenal. Martinelli scores. And that rounds it off. A comprehensive win for the Gunners, 4-0.
Really good finish from Gabriel Martinelli.
There might be more yet. Martinelli's away again here. It could be 5 for Arsenal. Martinelli scores! 5-0. So easy. Martinelli scores twice in the matter of minutes, and Arsenal have scored 5.
That's embarrassing for Crystal Palace. They've completely thrown the towel in. Again, it was just a very, very simple finish from Gabriel Martinelli.
An emphatic victory in front of our home supporters in what was our joint biggest margin of victory in a Premier League London derby.
That's what we wanted. We wanted to start the second part of the season with a great performance, with a great result, and building that positivity and momentum again. And I think the boys did a good job today.
Another big gap between games meant we had to wait 10 days before travelling to the City ground to face Nottingham Forest at the end of the month. With Liverpool and Manchester City playing after us, there was a chance for us to cut the gap at the summit and continue to build momentum.
Game has definitely opened up more though, second half. Arsenal a little bit more incisive with the passing. Wright, good ball in field, here's Saka. Nice link up with Martin Odegaard, lovely! Jesus is in! Oh, he's hit the post! It was a terrific move.
He has to score from 6 yards. They're the massive chances you have to take.
Here come the Gunners again, Jesus in a dangerous position, scores! He's found a way through, Gabriel Jesus, and this time he takes the opportunity.
That is absolutely fantastic play from Gabriel Jesus. Just the impossible angle from Matt Turner's point of view would be very disappointed, but from Gabriel Jesus' point of view, it's just top quality finishing.
It's a mistake by Nottingham Forest. There's a break on now. Odegaard finds Jesus. Arsenal have got 4-on-2. Jesus plays it into Bukayo Saka and scores! Bukayo Saka slots it in and Arsenal have doubled their lead.
Brilliant, incisive goal on the counter-attack. Every player made the right decision when the ball came out to Gabriel Jesus. Whoever he could pick the right pass, exactly what he does, just rolls it into Bukayo Saka, and Bukayo Saka just lets it roll across his body onto his right foot, does exactly the right thing, just puts it back across Matt Turner down, low down to his right-hand side, because it's been a very efficient, clinical performance in this second half.
Ball headed in, looking for Awani. He's opened up for him and he scores! Arsenal didn't deal with it.
Despite the late Forest goal, we clung on and travelled back to London with the 3 points, keeping pressure on Liverpool and Man City at the top. With our title rivals both winning their games later in the week, we sat in third position at the end of January, 6 points off the top of the Premier League. Into February, and Liverpool were the next visitors to N5 in what would be Jurgen Klopp's final visit to Emirates Stadium as the Reds boss. A win against the current league leaders would take us within 2 points of top spot. Kai Havertz led the line, with Jorginho slotting into midfield.
It's first time Liverpool are threatened. Deeper ball, but Raya with a good take. And he's seen the run of Martinelli. Excellent throw out from the Arsenal goalkeeper. Now Martinelli. He's trying to get past Kanate. He's still going here. Pulls it across. Saka! Oh! I was expecting it to be an opening goal. It was a tremendous move from Arsenal. Jorginho. Nice again from Arsenal. Excellent football. Zinchenko. Odegaard. This is excellent. And Arsenal are in here. Great opportunity. Alisson saves. Saka scores for Arsenal. Bukayo Saka on the rebound, and the Gunners have the lead.
Superb play there from us. That's got to be one of the goals of the season. From back to front. Fantastic finish from Saka as well. It was coming. It was coming. It was good play.
And Mikel Arteta, that's what it means. Huge early moment in the game. Here come Liverpool. Diaz trying to get through. Saliba holding him off. Diaz could be in. Oh, it's an own goal! It's found a way in. Diaz turns away to celebrate. Liverpool scarcely deserve it, but it's 1-1. Goes on to Diaz. Liverpool getting a lot of joy already in the start of this second half. Oh, that was just flash wide. Arsenal go long this time. Van Dijk lets it run. Martinelli trying to get in behind him. Oh, Martinelli must score! A Liverpool error pounced on possession at the back. Jurgen Klopp grimaces in frustration, and Martinelli couldn't miss.
Oh, that's such an easy finish there for Martinelli. Two experienced Liverpool players as well. Big mix-up, almost a hopeful ball forward. But Martinelli switched on enough to let the two guys mess up and just pick it up and just slide it into the goal.
Liverpool look shell-shocked. Ball comes in, good defending from Arsenal though. Oh, fans fuming with that challenge. Konate's already been booked, don't forget, it's a red. It's a second yellow card and Konate is sent off. Vieira in the way. Good skill by Trossard. Off he goes, Leandro Trossard at speed. Oh, it's in! And that seals it for Arsenal. They lead 3-1 and it's Trossard's goal. Absolutely wild scenes on the touchline. Mikel Arteta celebrating with the fans, and Arsenal with a huge 3 points. Trossard getting away, it took a deflection, I think, went through the keeper's legs, but it doesn't matter. Arsenal lead 3-1 in.
Yeah, superb from Trossard. He's created his own goal. He's had a lot to do when he first got that ball, but he's been direct. And you know what? I think he just smashed it at the goal. Unfortunately for him, it's gone straight for the keeper's legs.
Look at the celebrations here. That's what it means. Mikel Arteta has never lacked passion, I tell you.
What a performance, with a raucous atmosphere to match. A dominant display in front of our home support, with 3 goal scorers and 3 more points on the board.
A special day, I think. The Emirates, the supporters, they were behind us, and we could feel it.
You mentioned the supporters, and when you needed that little bit of extra energy, they were there for you, weren't they, throughout the game?
Yeah, they've been there for us for a long time now, and all we try to do is to give it back, and we push ourselves to the limit.
Up next, a short trip to East London to face the Hammers. David Moyes' side had proved difficult opponents of late, having beaten us in the reverse fixture at Emirates Stadium in December. Only Everton and Manchester City had taken points at the London Stadium so far this campaign. Leandro Trossard started out wide, Jakub Kiwior came into the side at left back, and it was a chance for Declan Rice to start against his former club.
Rice's corner, and it's headed in. And it's William Saliba from the corner, his second goal of the season, and that goal was coming.
Delivery goes to the back. It's a great header. It's a really good delivery. It's spot on, but that no one actually makes a run or move. You've got to say that's really bad defending.
Saka. It's good football again this, Odegaard. On to Saka. Oh, it's just wide. It was another sparkling Arsenal move. They are getting in behind West Ham with real ease here, and they should be 2 in front. And they're being battered at the moment, aren't they, West Ham? Arsenal absolutely all over them. You do feel, though, David, you want a second goal because they've been so dominant. Saka's in again here, the flag stays down. Saka goes round the keeper, it's a penalty, it has to be.
Does he stay on the pitch? That's the question.
It's a yellow card. Up against Areola, so Bukayo Saka to double Arsenal's lead here. And he scores. Areola goes the wrong way, and Bukayo Saka makes it 2-0. No more than Arsenal deserve. Free kick Declan Rice will take. Arsenal hungry for a third goal here. You wouldn't put it past them with the mood they're in. Rice plays it in, and it is a third goal. And the Gunners celebrate with Gabriel. Another excellent delivery from Rice, and Gabriel steers the header in from close range, and Arsenal are totally in control.
Well, Arsenal's set-piece coach is a genius, because 4 players start offside, wait for 1 West Ham player to go back, take a check step to their left to get back onside, and then Gabriel just piles in. bearing in mind, fantastic delivery as well from Declan Rice, right on the money.
Havertz into Odegaard. Here's Trossard. Trossard! 4-0! A really confident finish from Leandro Trossard. And Arsenal are rampant here. They are dominating.
Really, for me, it starts with Havertz in that central area. He plays a lovely little pass just round the corner, and that finish is delightful. Areola gets fingertips to it, but it's nowhere near enough. That is a mass exodus there.
Odegaard. Saka. It's opening up for him. Oh, beautiful finish from Bukayo Saka. Quality goal.
Absolutely delightful pass from Odegaard. Saka's composure, fantastic. Are Arsenal set for another little steamrolling in the second half?
Could it be 6 here? Saka helps it on to Martinelli. Ben White. Oh, Odegaard and Trossard left it for each other. Oh, what a finish from Declan Rice! 6-0 to Arsenal. A superb strike from Declan Rice, his 4th of the season.
Yeah, the cutback from Ben White. Look, Odegaard and Trossard both go for it. That's whipped across the... That's a top quality finish. He's curled it with his instep across Areola, and he just can't get there. That is absolutely inch perfect.
6 of the best, and what a way to mark our biggest ever Premier League away victory, surpassing our 6-1 victory at Goodison Park to David Moyes' Everton in 2009.
Great goals today. What was your favourite?
I don't know. Declan goal obviously is a great strike. I think during the game as well we just wanted more and more, and yeah, really liked the performance and the mentality from the team.
A trip to Turf Moor was next on the agenda for the Gunners as we look to extend our unbeaten run to 5 since the turn of the year. Vincent Kompany's home form leaves little to be desired with just 5 points at home in 12 matches. The Belgian would also be watching this one from the stands. Mikel Arteta kept the faith in his last starting 11 with the side remaining unchanged.
To Martinelli. 2-3 Arsenal players in the box. Here's Odegaard! Well, he didn't need a second invitation to shoot. The Gunners picking up exactly where they left off last time out on the road.
This is a great pick out from Martinelli. Look at that. I think there's maybe a little bit of luck on the edge of the box, but what a delightful finish from Odegaard on the half volley. Really nice. Left foot, bang, bottom corner. It doesn't get much better than that, Max.
And now back with Odegaard. Pumping a ball in this time to Havertz, who's playing the link man really well. Trossard goes down and it will be a penalty. Massignon protesting his innocence. He's shown a yellow card for his efforts. Saka up against Trafford. And just does enough, Bukayo Saka. And Arsenal are now cruising towards half-time. It's Burnley 0, Arsenal 2. Here's Saka, invited to get forward and invited to smash home. Bukayo Saka netting another brace in the Premier League.
2 touches, right foot, roof of the net. Great finish, great play from Arsenal. And I'm afraid for Burnley, the writing is on the wall in this game, Max.
Helps wide, left for Kivior. Odegaard screaming for the return pass. Kivior finds Kai Havertz, and there's Trossard again. And this time, the Belgian does get it.
But it's neatly tucked away. And Arsenal 4 goals to the good.
Well, Havertz is in behind here. Again, he made the early run. He's done so well. Kai Havertz! It's a lovely goal scored by the German. Well, he loves playing against Burnley. And this is exactly the reason why. Arsenal really running away a bit. Burnley 0, Arsenal 5.
Oh, stop it, Kai Havertz. That run, he's just drifted into the full-back position, and I just think I saw a little nutmeg on the way in as well as he checks across. And it's a lovely finish.
5 successive wins on the bounce and 21 goals to show for it as the Gunners continued their stellar goal-scoring form.
It is an incredible European atmosphere at an iconic European stadium.
Back to Champions League action, and it was time for our last 16 tie against Portuguese giants Porto. It was the first time in 7 years that we'd made it to this stage of the competition. The last time we reached the quarterfinals of the Champions League came courtesy of a last 16 win against Porto back in 2010. We remained unchanged, continuing with the side that had scored 11 in the last 2 games.
Even Nilsson, 19 goals in 27 appearances this season, finds Conceição, gets round this side, not cleared yet, surely into the net somehow.
That's a massive let-off for us.
Tactical word as well from Fabio Vieira. Rice drills this one, and Trossard! That was an opportunity. Is there a chance for one of these two sides to storm into the ascendancy in this tie? Again, Galeno in possession, going for goal! Arsenal stood off. They invited the pressure, and Porto did not need a second invitation.
A heartbreaking end to a tense tie in Porto as the hosts take a 1-goal advantage into the second leg with virtually the last kick of the game. Despite countless chances, we failed to carve out a clear opportunity and leave it all to do in the return leg at home in a few weeks' time. The Magpies were the next side to be welcomed to Emirates Stadium as we look to continue our 100% record so far this calendar year. We were looking to exact revenge on Eddie Howe's side after Anthony Gordon's controversial goal stood in our defeat to Newcastle earlier in the season. Just the one change for Mikel Arteta's side as Jorginho starts, with Leandro Trossard dropping to the bench.
It's a fine save. Is it over the line? It is. Arsenal have the lead. Well, it was Gabriel with the initial header. It looked as though Karius had kept it out. But eventually the ball did find its way over the line. Arsenal's pressure has told. Botman was there desperately trying to clear. He got the first contact. I think the one that took it over the line. Martinelli just about keeping that in, pulling it back, and there's the second goal. It's Kai Havertz with it, set up beautifully by Gabriel Martinelli. After a fine pass from deep from Jorginho, Havertz takes the plaudits. Arsenal in complete command.
Gets to the bar line, cuts it back. There's Kai Havertz. How'd you like him on a plate with a knife and fork to put us deservedly 2-0 up?
Odegaard will try and engineer an attack for Arsenal. Havertz finds Saka. Still going. Saka with a shot. Saka finds the corner. It's a delightful finish, and he takes the adulation from the North Bank.
I think Bukayo Saka's got the intellectual property rights on that move, just coming onto his left foot. Unerring finish, low down to Loris Karius' right-hand side.
Again, it goes to the near post. And all the way in. Jakub Kiwior is claiming it. And look what it means to him.
It's a good little flick from Kiwior, and he gets another deflection, but I think Loris Karius, a top quality goalkeeper, has got to be saving that.
Newcastle moving forward. It's a decent ball in as well. And the header, it's Joe Willock who announces his return to Emirates Stadium.
Our superb goal-scoring form continues after another convincing victory against the Magpies. Bukayo Saka curled home his 5th goal in as many games, whilst Kai Havertz scored once again in what was a dominant display from the Gunners. We were on fire in the Premier League as we ended February in 3rd, closing the gap on Liverpool and Manchester City after scoring a shed-load of goals along the way. Into March, and a 7th straight league victory was the prize on offer as we headed to Sheffield United. Our recent trips to Bramall Lane, however, had only yielded just 1 victory from 5 Premier League visits, a record that Mikel Arteta will have been determined to improve as he hopes to keep his side right in the title mix. Thomas Partey was back in the matchday squad, returning after missing 25 games with a thigh injury, and the starting 11 remained unchanged from the previous weekend's convincing win over Newcastle United.
Jorginho, Martinelli, Rice, Havertz leaves it, Odegaard's there, and look how easy they made that look, the Gunners. And Martin Odegaard's rich vein of form away from home in the Premier League continues. It's Sheffield United 0, Arsenal 1. Saka again. Once more, getting round Austin Trusty and into the area. Saka, and it's come in off Jayden Bogle at the far post. Arsenal double their leads, and it's another Sheffield United own goal this season. It was an uphill climb before, well now it's looking like a mountain. Sheffield United 0, Arsenal 2. Opening 15 minutes, Arsenal 2 goals to good, and it's still as open as this. They could be on for another handful of strikes. Martinelli waiting for support, it's Martinelli again! And once more, the Gunners have the ball in the back of the net. Gabriel Martinelli.
Sheffield United being so passive, not making a tackle, not getting close enough. But you see Arsenal breaking, Declan Rice getting forward. I think they all want to get on the score sheet now. It's a good pass out, good cut back. Slight deflection, but it's a good goal. Great finish.
But the Brazilian gets the favour of the bounce there, and here comes Kai Havertz. Through on goal, Havertz! And he scored again! A 3rd consecutive Premier League strike for Kai Havertz.
Sheffield United are all over the place at the minute.
Odegaard looking to capitalise on that as he releases Saka, and there's Rice! It's another brilliantly worked goal by Arsenal, created on the right-hand side, finished by Rice. Arsenal have a 5th.
Great bit of skill from Saka, just getting in behind the fullback. He's done that 5 or 6 times this game. But Declan Rice with a great finish, coming in pretty quick, but he just directs it into the corner of the goal.
Havertz again breaking the lines with one of these runs. And he's got White there! And there is the 6th! And Ben White, who has been rampaging up and down that right side, finally gets his reward.
For the 3rd away league game in a row, we netted a bagload of goals to blow Sheffield United away, leaving footballing statisticians scrambling for their record books and calculators. We became the first side in English League football history to win 3 successive away games by 5 or more goals. However, the celebration couldn't last long as we looked ahead to our next Premier League game and returning to the Emirates 5 days later to face Brentford. Leandro Trossard returned to the starting lineup as Gabriel Martinelli missed out completely with the foot injury he sustained against Sheffield United. And the only other change, as expected, saw Aaron Ramsdale returning in goal as David Raya was ineligible to face his parent club.
Saka. Back to Ben White, plays one in. Header comes in! There's the opening goal for Arsenal! And Declan Rice has scored his 6th goal of the season, and he plants the header in!
Yeah,
what a great header, but the cross from Ben White was absolutely perfect, just between defenders, and Declan Rice making a late run, just done a tiny little flick, and that was really well guided in the bottom corner.
Oh, it's a mistake, and it's in. Wissers charged it down from Ramsdale, and out of nothing, Brentford have equalised.
Oh my God, I didn't see that coming. That's a poor mistake. He took way too long, Ramsdale, to clear the ball.
But it's one to forget for Ramsdale. Now they'll try and break. That's a long way out. Ramsdale had to make a save. It was Tony. Great improvisation.
What an improvisation from him. Shooting from there, and Ramsdale, what a save.
Saka plays it in. Wisser back helping out with his defence with the header out. Here's Rice from range. Oh, it's hit the woodwork. It's hit the woodwork. Flecken never moved.
He couldn't. That was absolutely amazing from Declan Rice.
Arsenal have dominated, but at the moment they can't get themselves back into the lead. Mikel Arteta, very frustrating for him, but he won't care how Arsenal get this second goal as long as they get it. Martin Odegaard just clips it in, but Brentford headed out again, but Arsenal will get it back again. Odegaard, White, Havertz! That's the goal Arsenal were looking for, and it's Kai Havertz! 2-1 to Arsenal.
We were waiting for this goal, team. It's finally here. Brilliant play. Oh, the cross from Ben White is spot on. And all Havertz got to do is just get a good head on it, a good contact. Yeah, that's brilliant. Great finish. All the power was in the cross from Ben White. As I said, he's just got to keep it down. Fantastic.
And now this place has exploded.
Yeah, as expected.
And there it goes. The final whistle. My goodness me. We were put through it today.
A nervy second half, but Kai Havertz's 86th minute winner saw us secure our 8th consecutive Premier League win for the first time since April 2015 under Arsene Wenger, as well as seeing us move to the top of the Premier League. We were back in action at Emirates Stadium just 3 days later, when we aimed to overturn the 1-0 first leg deficit against Porto in the Champions League round of 16. Raya returning in goal was the only change to the side that saw off Brentford, as Mikel Arteta hoped the combination of our recent form plus home advantage would see us advance to the quarter-finals for the first time since 2010.
Odegaard, nice touch away from the Porto defenders to bring Trossard into play. Good footwork as well. Leandro Trossard! Arsenal level it in the tie.
That's the first little bit of quality we've had in the final third. Really good play from Martin Odegaard. A fantastic ball from Odegaard inside. João Mario for Leandro Trossard. Just made sure that he got it back onto his right foot. He gave Diego Costa absolutely no chance.
Havertz up against Pepe. This is a good race. And Pepe uses his experience. It's Odegaard to finish! Oh yes! Well, Arsenal's celebrations though will be cut short.
Referee Colin Turpin has said that he's seen a foul from Kai Havertz.
Odegaard finding Saka onto that left foot. Odegaard on the follow-up.
With a controversial disallowed goal and extra time not separating the teams, it would be penalties to decide the tie. After 2 perfect penalties from Arsenal, Wendell stepped up for Porto, and it was saved by Raya.
Tipped on to the post.
Saka and Rice did their jobs to keep the pressure on. meaning Galeno had to score for Porto.
Galeno, saved by David Raya! Arsenal's hero is the Spanish goalkeeper!
And it was David Raya who came up big to win the shootout and book our spot in the quarter-final for the first time in 14 years. The supporters then had a break in matches for 2 weekends as international duties called. 19 days later, and after a mostly positive international break for the team, we were in good stead to face fellow title rivals Manchester City at the Etihad on the last day of March. Gabriel Jesus was back in the starting 11 to face his former club in our only change to the side that beat FC Porto in a dramatic penalty shootout.
Wright floats one in. Oh, and there's Jesus! So close to scoring. Into a dangerous area, and Raya had to be well placed. It was Ake who got the final touch. Lewis turns away from Havertz. Foden to Rodri. And now Kovacic! He wasn't far away. Odegaard finding Saka. It's a teasing ball across the face of goal, and Gabriel Jesus again.
Saka with a delightful ball across, and he's inches away. Maybe a foot.
Partey. Odegaard in space. Havertz as well, but he spotted the run of Trossard. And look at Martinelli galloping towards that far post. It's Leandro Trossard! Saved by Ortega.
If he gets that ball across the defence there, past Guardiola, I think he's in.
Manchester City failed to score in a Premier League game at the Etihad Stadium for the first time since a 2-0 defeat to Crystal Palace in October 2021. They had scored in 47 straight home league matches prior to this draw. But with just a combined 3 shots on target from both sides, the draw kept the situation at the top of the table very close.
We have prevented this team for the first time in 3 years to score a goal at home, and that tells you the difficulty of it. But they want more, and as individually we could have done more. As a team we could have done more, and that's good to see. Let's maintain all the good things that we are doing, and let's keep improving.
We ended March in second position as Liverpool went top following the draw at the Etihad. Up next, a bumper 8-fixture April as we headed into the home straight of the season and a shot at history, 20 years on from the invincible season. Soon after came the opportunity to top the table once again, this time with a win against Luton Town. Meanwhile, every point mattered for the Hatters, who headed to Emirates Stadium for the first time ever, sitting just below the relegation dotted line. Mikel Arteta shuffled his pack by making 5 changes to the team who drew to City the previous weekend, including Emile Smith Rowe, Leandro Trossard and Reiss Nelson, all coming into our attack.
Given away there though. Smith Rowe did well. Odegaard onto Havertz again, looking for chance here. There's the opening goal, rifled in by Martin Odegaard, linking beautifully with Kai Havertz, and Arsenal, they just needed that opportunity and they grabbed it.
Yeah, it all started with Smith Rowe, didn't it? Working hard and winning the ball back in the midfield, and then it's a really lovely 1-2. Beautiful strike. Just caught it on the outside, takes it away from Kaminsky.
Smith Rowe in space, has got time to pick out a pass, and it's in! 2-0 to Arsenal! Smith Rowe delayed it, and Reiss Nelson has bundled it in from close range.
You mentioned his last goal was quite a while ago, but he comes in, bundles it in. It's the 2 players who have come into the squad today, into this starting lineup, that have linked. It's a really good run again from Smith Rowe into that space between central defender and fullback.
Our unbeaten run extended to 10, with a much-changed side securing all 3 points to leapfrog Liverpool at the top of the table. The win made it 12 out of 15 victories at home in the Premier League. We had only ever managed more twice at this stage of a top-flight campaign. In what was to be a busy month, we were in action again just 3 days later, away to Brighton. Bukayo Saka was back for this one, following a tight hamstring, while Declan Rice also returned. Ben White lined up at right back, making his 100th league appearance for us, having missed just 7 games in the competition since his debut. The Amex Stadium had been something of a fortress for the Seagulls this term, who'd lost just once at home all season up to this point.
Here's Saka again, getting more and more involved and finding Jesus! Pushed away by Bart Verbruggen at full stretch. The Dutchman needed to get across quickly. Brighton with every outfield player now back in a defensive position. But they've left Jesus wide. Oh, and it was a strong challenge from Lamptey. And John Brooks didn't even hesitate. Straight to the spot. It will be an Arsenal penalty. Lamptey took a risk. He went in full-blooded, fully committed. Bukayo Saka. Back on the pitch and back on the score sheet. Arsenal's number 7, so ever dependable. Breaks the deadlock. And the Gunners, who have threatened in this opening half hour or so, finally have a reward to show for their hard work. It's Brighton 0, Arsenal 1. Saka clips it in, ducks behind that one. The next wave of attack will come almost straight away, but Stepinian read the danger. That's did Jorginho, who's continued his run. Jorginho into the penalty area. Can he pick the pass? You bet he can. Kai Havertz scores again. Into double figures for the season now, the German. And all of the hard work was done in the build-up by his good friend, Jorginho.
Jorginho finds himself down this right-hand side. He's onside. He carries the ball, cleverly takes that extra touch, and look at that little feed in for Havertz. Makes a great run. Lovely finish.
So well worked. Oh, and now Leandro Trossard has the freedom of the Amex to run through and surely wrap up the 3 points. And it's a dream return to his old stomping ground for Leandro Trossard. The face might not give it away, but he certainly enjoyed that one. Arsenal go sailing right back to the top of the Premier League. It's 3 goals on the evening. Did everything right, didn't he, Leandro Trossard, cutting across Baleba as he tried desperately to scamper back.
We ended Brighton's longest home unbeaten run with an impressive win on the south coast to put us back on top of the table, and in the process kept our 5th consecutive clean sheet away from home in the league for the first time since April 1997.
I feel like we're in a much better place physically and mentally from last season. 2024 we've been so solid and we've been really impressive, so I'm happy with that.
It was also a good day for our attackers, with Saka scoring his 14th league goal and Havertz netting his 9th.
After moving to the top of the Premier League table at the weekend, Arsenal's focus turns back to Europe this evening, with Bayern Munich the visitors to Arsenal Stadium.
In what was a milestone 200th Champions League game in our history, we began our quest to reach our 3rd ever semi-final as Bayern Munich headed to North London, where we'd won all 4 of our European clashes this season without conceding a single goal. Jorginho, Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard kept their places in midfield for this one, with Kai Havertz leading the line up front between Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli. The visitors had a few familiar names starting for them, including Manuel Neuer, Serge Gnabry and Harry Kane.
Here's Saliba. Now Odegaard. It's a nice ball to find Saka. Took it down well and manages to get to the loose ball in front of Davies. Here's Saka again. Goes it into the corner! And Arsenal have the lead! And of course it's Bukayo Saka with it!
from Ben White. And Bukayo Saka, that's a goal of top quality because he actually uses Eric Dyer. He uses him as a sight screen. Eric Dyer's gone for the long barrier. Bukayo Saka's just used him and just bent it round Eric Dyer. What a fantastic finish from Bukayo Saka.
Odegaard looks for White. Arsenal again attacking down their right. The loose ball's going to drop for Havertz, and now it's Ben White in on goal. And Neuer made himself big and used all his experience to make the save. It's a really good opportunity over Arsenal. The loose ball, it's then hit forward, and slight miscommunication between Gabriel and Wright, but they sorted it well initially. They've given it away now though to Leroy Sané. It's a nice ball through the middle as well to find Goretzka, and now Gnabry, and he's marked his return to Arsenal Stadium with a goal. Sané's done really well there to get away from Kivior. He's got options with him as well. Kane's making the fine run through the middle. He's going to carry on going, and he's still going, Sané, and eventually the foul is made, and Glenn Neuberg points to the penalty spot. Saliba is protesting the decision. Sané just kept going and going. Kane steps up and rolls it home into the corner. And as he so often does, Harry Kane has scored against Arsenal.
Puts Bayern Munich 2-1 in front. Now it's all about character.
Here's Jesus. Still going.
In that final third, that's answered all the critics because it's fantastic play from Gabriel Jesus. And it's a fantastic finish with his right foot, give Manuel Neuer absolutely no chance whatsoever.
Arsenal being urged forward, one last attack. Now Saka's going to try and get onto this in front of Neuer, and he has done. He goes down, and play is waved on. Arsenal fans in front of us convinced that should have been a spot kick.
Vital goals in each half from Saka and Trossard ensured we went to Germany a week later level pegging for the second leg. The Belgian international netted his sixth goal as a substitute for us. No player scored more from the bench for clubs in Europe's Big Five leagues this season, a very impressive stat. It was back to the relentless three-horse Premier League title race next as high-flying Aston Villa arrived at Emirates Stadium. Leandro Trossard and Gabriel Jesus were handed starts by Mikel Arteta after combining against Bayern, joining Bukayo Saka and Kai Havertz in attack. Unai Emery's side came into this one following a 2-1 success over Lille in the Europa Conference League quarter-finals 3 days earlier.
Looking for Saka, intelligent. Saka, into the side netting.
What a pass from Odegaard, with vision. There's not many players that can see that pass.
Gabriel, no foul there. Diaby felt he was being held or given away. Now this is danger. Watkins, he shoots, he's hit the post. Oh, what a let-off that was. Great ball by Odegaard. Jesus, he's onside. Gabriel Jesus plays it back, Saka. And Martin Odegaard blocked again. It's dropped to Gabriel Jesus. Oh, what a save from Martinez from Trossard. And a rebound from Saka has gone wide. End-to-end action.
That's an unbelievable save with his foot. Unbelievable reflex save.
Here's Saka, some good football again. On to White. Tries to go around his man. Back to Saka. Trying to get on his left foot. He does. Oh, it's just wide. Arsenal just about dealt with that. Zinchenko across. He's given it away though. Tielemans. He goes for goal. Hits off the bar and the post.
somehow that stayed out.
They look very tired after the moment. It's a little bit leggy.
Luca Dean drills one in, it's gone right across Bailey! He had to score! And Leon Bailey has put Aston Villa in front, and in the second half that goal was coming. Villa will try and break Watkins. Smith Rowe's back with him. Watkins will go on his own, and he scored. Arsenal were caught on the break, and it's 2-0. So Arsenal just haven't got going.
Those late goals saw our 11-league game unbeaten run end at the hands of Aston Villa and saw the advantage in the Premier League title race fall to Manchester City. On the same day, Liverpool were also handed a shock defeat by Crystal Palace. There was no time to lick our wounds after our loss at the weekend. We headed to Munich, hoping to book our spot in the Champions League semi-finals for the first time in 15 years, with the aggregate scores level at 2-2. Takehiro Tomiyasu, Jorginho and Gabriel Martinelli were named in our starting lineup, meaning Mikel Arteta opted to change just one player from the team that started the first leg, with the Japanese fullback preferred to Jakob Kiwior.
Chance for Musiala, pushed away by Wright. Bayern are really starting to turn the screw. Arsenal's pace slowed somewhat. Nice looking to the tempo again. Odegaard finds Martinelli! Straight at Neuer.
Great play by Arsenal. Jorginho with a pass. Odegaard, little pullback. Oh, straight at Neuer.
In by Kimmich towards Goretzka. Off the post, Guerrero's there. And somehow the ball stays out to the Arsenal net. Sane. Now able to turn on the afterburners. Ryan wasn't sure. Back in by Guerrero. There's a free header. And it's Joshua Kimmich. And he has put 1 foot in the semi-final for Bayern. White still, he waits for options to present themselves. Odegaard, Saka up there with him. Odegaard goes alone, and Neuer to get down sharply. And Bayern are heading to a first Champions League semi-final since their victorious campaign back in 2020. Thomas Tuchel's side managed to frustrate the Gunners. They were stubborn when defending.
We saw our Champions League dream end for another season as Bayern progressed to the semi-finals. However, we exited with our heads held high, having reached the last 8 for the first time since 2009, as the majority of a youthful squad enjoyed their first taste of the tournament, standing us in good stead for the future. The opportunity for us to bounce back from a tough week by returning to the top of the Premier League arrived at Wolves on Saturday night. We would also record a 6th successive clean sheet on the road for the first time in our league history if we kept Wolves at bay at Molineux, as David Raya closed in on the Premier League's Golden Glove Award. Having spent the majority of the campaign in the bottom half, a run of 7 wins from 11 matches either side of the new year had seen Wolves creep into the top 10.
And Gomez has managed to pick Kiwior's pocket. Get into the box too, it's off the post, but a huge chance for Wolves.
It's a save by Raya at the near post. He tips it onto the post.
Jesus battling with a few players, and it's Trossard who's found the top corner. A goal from nothing for Arsenal. And didn't they need it?
Jesus ends up poking it to Trossard, who just stabs at it with his right foot. He almost miscues. The ball spins off the outside of his foot and goes straight into the top bins, but they'll take that certainly. just before half-time. Perfect timing from Trossard.
It's the 14th goal of the season for the Belgian. It's his 6th goal away from home in the Premier League this season. Saliba. Rice, plenty of space for him to maraud into. And he's got Havertz there, and Odegaard too, who does find the back of the net. But it looked for a second as though Arsenal may have overplayed it. But the captain kept his cool. And what an incisive finish it was from a tight angle. The Gunners know that is going to be enough to pick up all 3 points and perhaps a 6th consecutive Premier League away clean sheet, setting a new club record.
Those strikes from Trossard and Odegaard saw us reclaim the Premier League top spots and put the heartache of back-to-back defeats behind us. From this point onwards, though, we knew we would have to keep winning to keep the pressure on Manchester City, who had a game in hand on us.
I think with the resilience that the team showed, the character after a week of a lot of emotions, and it was a big opportunity for us to come back and be top of the league. So happy day.
As the season edged closer to its finishing line, we had the chance to go 3 points clear at the top following the visit of Chelsea. Thomas Partey was back in the side to face the Blues, one of 2 changes to the team that beat Wolves, with Takehiro Tomiyasu also returning at left back. The visitors would have to make do without their star of the season, Cole Palmer, who was missing due to illness.
Saka. Arsenal have worked that well. Space here for Rice. He's still going, Rice. And Trossard! It's Arsenal's 100th goal of the season, and more importantly, it's given them the lead early on. An excellent team move, finished emphatically by Leo Trossard.
Cometh the hour, cometh the man. Leo Trossard has no hesitation, getting onto his right foot and just putting his laces through it. Gives Petrovic absolutely no chance at his near post, goes through the goalkeeper's legs. The perfect start for us to deservedly go 1-0 up. Fantastic team goal, finished exquisitely from Leo Trossard.
Wright's got Saka outside him, chance to run at Bukayo, who has of course been booked. Wright making the 3rd man run. Odegaard frees Havertz! And Petrovic has made yet another crucial stop.
To be fair, I think Martin Odegaard gives 57,000 Arsenal fans the eyes there. It's a fantastic reverse pass.
Saka does elect to go short, gets it back from Odegaard. There's Rice again. And it's turned home by Ben White. He's enjoying such a fine season. It's his 3rd goal of the campaign.
Ends up coming to Ben White, and he sorts his feet out brilliantly because it's in between his feet. He just makes sure with his left foot, he just guides it past Petrovic, giving him absolutely no chance whatsoever.
Emirates Stadium is absolutely rocking here. Arsenal fans trying to draw their team on to what would be a crucial win. And Havertz is away through the middle, played in by Odegaard! Finishes clinically! It's 3-0 Arsenal! And Emirates Stadium erupts!
What a fantastic ball from Martin Odegaard. In his previous life, he must have been an owl, because the way that he swivels his head, he's just got an awareness of Kai Havertz. It's the perfect pass into his path.
Kept his composure and finished sublimely. Arsenal, though, with so much space every time they come forward. Here's Saka. Now Havertz. It's It's an excellent finish, it really is. Kai Havertz has scored twice against his former club. Just a really clever finish. Just using Disasi, just whipping it back across himself. Disasi thinks he's going far post, Petrovic thinks he's going far post. Kai Havertz knows what exactly he's going to do.
Space again for White, he's got Saka in front of him. Correa going inside, finding Odegaard. That's another excellent ball to White,
and it nestles in the top corner. It's just getting better and better and better for Arsenal. It's Arsenal 5, Chelsea 0.
And Ben White will say that he meant it, and I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because he is that good. And he's just helped it on the volley over the top of Petrovic. Just brilliant technique from Ben White, whether he meant it or whether he didn't, it doesn't really matter because it's a rout already at 5.
An outstanding win in front of a bouncing Emirates crowd meant we went 3 points clear at the top of the Premier League table with our biggest ever victory against the Blues. Leandro Trossard gave us an early advantage with our 100th goal of the season in all competitions, whilst Ben White's first goal of the evening was our 14th in the league this season via a corner, the most of any team. Next up, we locked horns with Tottenham Hotspur in what was to be a blockbuster North London derby as we aimed to get the win necessary to keep our title push going. The boss rewarded the same 11 players who starred in the 5-0 thrashing of Chelsea by handing them an opportunity to sparkle again on Derby Day. We'd lost just one of our last 11 away London derbies in the league since the start of last season. However, we hadn't won consecutive games at the home of our neighbours since 1988.
Saka's corner. And it's in! It's gone into the back of the net and Arsenal celebrate.
Well, there's no Arsenal player celebrating. I reckon that could have been an own goal. Looking like it could be Højbjerg. It's a good delivery. I thought it was a little bit low, Tim, but at the near post, the Arsenal players missed it. I think it's just hit Højbjerg. He didn't know it was coming. Gone straight in at the near post. Arteta will be delighted with that.
Maddison takes it. Good header by Ben White. Saka's in there, does well. The Spurs still have it. Long way out. Shot deflects. Real opportunity and Spurs have equalised. Van de Ven. It fell for him and the centre half turns it in from close range. 1-1. Is he offside?
Well, we're looking now. Looks to me as if he is.
An offside is being given.
I think it's the right decision, but it is so close. If I didn't have cannons in my blood, I'd be saying that I felt sorry for the Tottenham fans, but rules are rules.
Headed back in field. Spurs coming forwards. Kulusevski had his foot clipped there. Maddison, he goes down. Nothing given though. Michael Oliver had a good position. Spurs fans want a decision because VAR will be checking everything as the game carries on. Here's Havertz. Saka's got lots of space. Great ball to find him. Excellent first touch. Bukayo Saka could be in, and he scores! 2-0 to Arsenal on the counter, and it's Bukayo Saka.
Oh, it's a fantastic ball from Havertz. It's a lovely touch from Saka. It's a trademark chop back in from the right to the left on his left foot, and he curls it in the bottom corner. Look at that finish, lovely. Chops inside with his right foot. Opens his body out, curls it into the bottom corner.
Declan Rice getting a little bit of a few
encouragement.
Let's put it like that. It's not pantomime season, is it? Still getting it in that corner. Rice plays it in. It's in! 3-0! Kai Havertz with the header from Rice's corner, and Arsenal are in such a great position. 3-0.
That's how you answer the people in the corner, isn't it? What a delivery. It dips right by the near post. It's not great marking by Tottenham. He could quite possibly have put this game to bed.
Trossard. He's got Havertz with him, he uses him, space for Arsenal, Havertz clips it in, Saka! Oh, that's a fine save from Bukayo from point blank.
Oh, it's a beautiful move from Arsenal though. Look at this little chip, beautiful. Saka shapes up well. It's a great save, you've got to say.
Saliba goes back to David Raya. Oh, it's a mistake. Tottenham have a chance and they've scored. And it's Romero, who'd been threatening to score all game, but it's been gifted to him by David Raya.
He just tries to play a little dink into Partey. The pass is never on, Tim, never on.
Sarr drills one in, that was a good ball in, Romero couldn't get enough on it. Another player goes down. There is a boot against the leg, isn't there, from Declan Rice. Yeah, it's a penalty. It's a good penalty. Son has scored, and there's still time for Tottenham.
Now this will test the mentality of this Arsenal side.
Son, that's got too much on it. And there goes the final whistle. Massive win for Arsenal. It got edgy, but they got over the line.
In a North London derby day to remember, a crucial victory keeps us top of the Premier League with just 3 games to play.
That was an intense game, to say the least.
It's a North London derby against our rivals. You're going to have to suffer, and that's part of the enjoyment as well. So hopefully now we have given our supporters a great afternoon and the opportunity to be proud of the team, and we are certainly about, especially our players.
Bukayo Saka's goal saw him become the first English player to score home and away for us against our North London rivals in a league campaign since Ian Wright in 1993-94. In what was a hectic April, we played 8 games and our 5 league wins saw us in top spot in the table on 80 points, but with Manchester City hot on our tails with a game in hand. However, we went into the final month of the season with everything still to play for. And it began with another must-win match as Bournemouth travelled to North London. For the 3rd game in a row, we were unchanged as we looked to open up a 4-point gap at the top of the Premier League table. The Cherries arrived with 6 wins from their last 10 and as one of the most informed sides in the division.
Saka seeing a lot of the ball this first half. Arsenal with Odegaard again. There's another delivery and looking for Havertz. Lovely head back. Here's Rice. Oh, it's wide. What a chance for Declan Rice. Here's Odegaard. Good ball on. Havertz. This could be the moment. Goes down. Is that a penalty? It is. Kai Havertz goes down under the challenge of Travers. He took his time, David Coote, and then he pointed to the spot. Bukayo Saka, this is a big moment. Saka scores! Wrong foot Travers, and Bukayo Saka does it again! He's so cool, isn't he, in these situations? White saw the run of Saka. Ouattara with him. Saka tries to turn inside as well. Back to Havertz. Onto Odegaard. This time out, they might drop to Rice. It might drop to Trossard! 2-0 to Arsenal! And it's Leandro Trossard who does it again!
It was a tiny bit scrappy, but Declan Rice's awareness at the end not to take the shot, just to flick it out to the side of him where Trossard's in space, and when he's called upon at a critical time, it's a perfect slotted finish to Mark Travers' left-hand side. And Arsenal get that second goal, that little bit of breathing space.
Odegaard again, here's a deeper cross this time. It's a lovely, what a finish! That is incredible from Gabriel! Oh, what a shame, the flag has gone up.
He can't believe it.
How can you steal the thunder from him? Here's Odegaard, looking for Jesus. Goes one way, then the other. Did well, Declan Rice. And Rice seals the victory. goal.
That's a great finish from Declan Rice. Non-stop running, still there to support the forwards when they get it. I thought he took the ball too wide, Tim, initially, but he smashes it back across.
A dominant display means with 2 games to spare, we equalled our Premier League win tally from last season with 26 games won to keep the pressure piled on Manchester City. We headed to the northwest for the penultimate game of the season, looking to seize the win over Manchester United to ensure our fight for the title goes right to the final day. It was another unchanged side for Mikel Arteta, which saw Thomas Partey start again in midfield alongside captain Martin Odegaard and Declan Rice, who was making his 50th appearance for us. The Red Devils were experiencing a hugely disappointing league campaign.
Havertz managed to stay onside. Up against Johnny and Evans. Havertz to cut across, and Trossard's there to tap home. Leandro Trossard's incredible goal-scoring run continues.
Trossard's run's great. He's gone far post, and then he's gone near. Great little setback and an easy finish.
All of the work done in the build-up by Kai Havertz, who stayed on side brilliantly. Put it on a plate for Leandro Trossard. 17 goals this season. Tense viewing for all of these Arsenal fans. Here comes Martinelli. Havertz calling for it. Martinelli may go alone and saved by Onana. A brilliant reflex stop by the Cameroon international.
The title race will go right to the very final whistle after Leandro Trossard's first half strike was enough to grind out another win on our travels. The victory was also our first league double over Man United since 06-07. Another valiant effort from Arteta's men. After 10 months and 37 matches, the 2023-24 campaign concludes with us still having a chance of becoming Premier League champions for the first time in 20 years. To lift the title, we'd need a win for ourselves over Everton and for Manchester City to drop points at home to West Ham United.
25 yards out. It is Gay to flex, and it's in. Everton have the lead. The free kick to flex and gave David Raya absolutely no chance.
Oh, that's an absolute blow for Arsenal. Deflection as well. Raya steps to the right. He's looking to go up and over the wall. It flies into the top left of the goal. Not a position Arsenal wanted to be in.
Wright, Odegaard timing his run well. Pulls it back. Here's Tomiyasu! 1-1! Fine finish by Tomiyasu, made by Odegaard.
What a goal!
Rice, good ball. Trossard pulls it back. Odegaard! Oh, it's somehow not gone in. Smith Rowe on the rebound is blocked again. Everton somehow surviving. Martinelli plays another one in. Oh, hit the woodwork. Emile Smith Rowe. Here come Arsenal though with Jesus. Might have to go on his own. Now Odegaard. They've almost scored. Kai Havertz. And Arsenal have won it late, haven't they? Kai Havertz has scored. Does the goal count? Goal. No handball. So Arsenal lead. Kai Havertz. There goes the final whistle. It's not meant to be for Arsenal in terms of winning the title, but they have gone out with a victory.
Despite Kai Havertz's late goal ensuring a win, we fell just short in our hopes of winning the Premier League title. Although the final day disappointment, it's been a campaign to be proud of, reaching 89 points, our second most in a single Premier League campaign.
I think now it's time to have a break, think, reflect, and please keep pushing, keep inspiring this team. Don't be satisfied, because we want much more than that, and we're gonna get it. Thank you so much.
As the table confirms, Man City beat West Ham to claim their 4th league title in a row. Coming a close second, we secured Champions League football for the 24-25 season, along with Liverpool and Aston Villa. That concludes our official Arsenal season review of 2023-24. We hope you enjoyed the journey as much as we did. As ever, Gunners, thank you for your unwavering support. We'll see you in July as the 24-25 pre-season kicks off.